YouTubers, holy crap. The process is in motion. So, prepped the brake kit last week. This week, we're doing some painting. Got the lime green G2 paint kit. Stay tuned. Currently at 92 subscribers, so there's a couple more from the last time I posted. We got 8 more. We got a giveaway coming. Free stuff, you love it. Anyway, that's not why I want you to subscribe, but if you so happen to like the content, please subscribe, and hey, you might get some free stuff out of it. Today we're going to be covering the painting of my big brake kit as well as the rear brake calipers, and that's going to be painted with the lime green G2 paint kit. Alright, so like you saw in the previous video, I did some prepping with the front brakes, the StopTech big brake kit. What I did was a little bit of sanding, a lot of cleaning. For the paint job, the main thing you want to focus on is the prep. If you do a lousy prep job, the paint's going to turn out like crap. It's that simple. So spend an extra hour making sure you got all the dust and dirt and grime off of it, so that when you're using your hour or 2 hours of painting, when you're done, you can actually be happy with it instead of looking back and saying, man, I spent 15 minutes cleaning it, 2 hours painting it, it looks like shit. Spend an extra 40 minutes making sure you get all that extra grime off there. In the end, you'll be happy you did so. Use some brake clean, some WD-40, some dial soap, pretty much whatever I could find in my bag of tricks to get all the dirt, all the grease off the brakes. For the rear brakes, where the slide pin's at, there's a rubber seal there. I just made sure to tape around that. Around the bleed screw, I taped that. And that's it. The 2 slide pins and the bleed screw is really the main thing that you need to focus on. Everything else you can paint. And of course, before I start the paint process, I did not take off the stainless steel cable. Probably would have made things a little bit easier. What I did was I just taped it up, used some painter's tape, make sure I did the stainless steel line, the line that feeds from one side to the other, and the bleed screws, and of course where the pistons are at, the gaskets. I don't want to get any paint on that. Alright, so we have the G2 paint kit here. And as you can see, it comes with some instructions, the brush, a sticker, stick to stir the paint, of course the paint, which you can see is lime green, the reactant, which you just pour inside the paint, you stir it up, you let it sit for about 10 minutes, you open it back up, you stir it again, and you're good to go. You see some people shaking it. What that does is it gets a lot of air in the paint, so when you're actually applying the paint to the big brake kit, you're going to get air bubbles. This is a timely process. Because my calipers are not on my car, and I'm also doing my rear calipers as well as the front, I believe this is about a 3-hour process altogether. What I did was just put it on some newspaper, painted the top of them, made sure that I got a solid coat on it. Still see the red underneath it, that's okay. I'm not trying to cover up all the paint in one go. If you do that, you're going to get a lot of drip, a lot of excess paint in certain areas. So you want to make sure you apply that first coat, make sure you have a nice covering of the red paint. Go back over top of it with the second coat. That's where you're going to fill in a lot of those red gaps that you see. And once again, you don't need to put a lot of paint on it. You just want to make sure you have a nice even coat of it. I'm going to essentially use all the paint that I have. There's no reason not to. Paid for it, might as well use it. For the rear brakes, because the caliper was still on the car, all I did was put the trash bag around the rotor. They look good. There's maybe a drop or two. You can see from the drawing process, there's one here and there's one here. With the brush that I used that came with the pack, it can be a pain. I would probably recommend getting a couple different brushes when you do this. Well, typically when you get a brush, the bristles are going to fall out on first use. So maybe you just want to run it over some stuff, maybe you want to pull at it a little bit, get the loose bristles out. But in my experience with this kit, I would rather have had about 3 brushes to do this, so it was an accurate and it was an efficient paint process. I would have a larger brush, I'd have a mid-sized brush, something like what came with the kit. Then I would have a small brush for of course the smaller areas, and I feel like that would have made things a lot easier. Paint has dried. The color exactly what I wanted. I believe with the sanding I did along the edges, there's no sharp edges. The area that I sanded down, that was on the top. Can't even see that there was a cut or a line. So I got the StopTech stickers in the mail. They are vinyl high temp. They're getting stuck to this back piece. You gotta take it real slow. Quick before and after. Before, after. See here, I went a little heavy with paint. It's kind of annoying. Alright, so I'm gonna get this other one on here. Try to keep it adherent to the front as opposed to the back sheet. When you're peeling it up, this one's going much easier. If you see a part of the vinyl start to stick, just push it back down, apply some pressure to it. The biggest issue I feel like is the center of the O, because it doesn't have anything to attach to, it's just a small piece. But I got it. There it is. If I put these corner pieces of the sticker, or even with the edge of the caliper, puts it right in the middle. So just go over top of it with your finger. You don't want to see any air there. And then once you feel like it's on there good, take the top corner here and give a quick pull. No, don't do that. This is not like a band-aid. You want to take it nice and slow. Make sure everything sticks. So because StopTech doesn't make stickers, the company themselves don't make stickers because they paint their emblems on. You have to go to an outside party, a company that preferably does high temperature vinyls. If they don't, what you can do is just spray a high temperature gloss over the top of the sticker, and you can use any sticker then. See a couple strong coats of that over top of it, and it'll be pretty much the same thing as this. So you can see that's on there now. There they are. Exactly how I pictured it. I'm going to be installing these brakes as well as the rear rotors. I'm going to be installing the 2-piece front rotors, the new pads, the calipers. I'm going to be getting some extra time off from work. Transitioning from one job to another job right now. So all I really needed to focus on is studying for my real estate exams and putting out some quality YouTube videos. So hey, if you guys want to see anything, if you have any questions, please let me know. But I'm going to continue posting the videos for the brakes, maybe twice a week, because I had a couple weeks where there was a gap there. Maybe I didn't do a video. I'll make sure to be more consistent though. And you can see here, there's a slight teaser as to what the car looks like after I put the Photoshop video up. I'll make sure to cover that in the next video, let you see what it actually looks like now that all the paint and the PlastiDip's done, as well as the brakes. PS, it looks awesome. Fucking love it. If you have any questions, make sure you post below. If you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button. Alright, thanks a lot for watching. King of Lions, peace. This is King of Lions.
Thank you, sir. And thank you for coming.
Peace.